Well, hello, guys and gals, and welcome back. And Happy New Year to you. I hope you guys had a fantastic New Year. Christmas, Thanksgiving, all the holidays. I hope you had a great time last year. But the new year is here. We have to start getting back to work. So today we're going to be looking at the Harbor Freight Happy New Year coupons for January 2026. And all these coupons are available for you, as always, at my website under the Extras tab. Just click that tab there. There's a domain right there. Type that into your browser. Head on over there, and you can find these coupons anytime you like. Have them nicely organized so you can browse through them anytime you like. So we're going to be looking at the Happy New Year's coupons and the Dollar Days coupons all in this one video. So let's get started. Let's see what is going on right now at Harbor Freight. And we're going to start off with the Dollar Days. There's not a lot of them, because Harbor Freight used to make the Dollar Days like once every few weeks, once a month maybe. So I could make an entire video on just Dollar Days alone. But since they're doing it pretty much like every other week now, it doesn't seem to have that many coupons available, so we can get through them pretty quickly. So let's start off with the dollar items. If you want some safety glasses, there you go. You can get them from Western Safety, smoked, yellow, or clear lenses. You can get them for $1, normally $2, so you save yourself half price. And if you want yourself some little mini picks, you can get these guys from Pittsburgh for $1, normally $2, so you save yourself half price. And you know what? These little guys are not that bad. I know sometimes people will say they're garbage, but they're not. I've used them for a lot of things. I have both these and the other set with the black handles from Pittsburgh, which are bigger and bring you more, but they're both good, and they both have a lifetime warranty. So you can get these guys for $1, and if you break them, you go back and get another set. You can keep going for life. You really don't need to worry about spending a bundle of money getting some of the other ones like from Icon, let's say, just because they have a lifetime warranty, because these have a lifetime warranty also. So it doesn't really matter. And how about if you need some super glue? Here you go with the 3-pack of super glue for $1, normally $2, so again, it's half price. And how about if you need some little micro spring clamps? These little guys are great for holding things together, and you can get a 6-pack of them in different colors for only $1. Normally $2, so you save yourself half price again. And how about if you want some little 3 to 2 prong grounding adapters, a 2-pack, you can get it for $1, so that's 50 cents a piece. Normally $2, so you save yourself half price. And to be honest, when I saw these, I thought to myself, I don't know where you would need to use these anymore, because pretty much every modern house in the past 50 years has changed over to grounded receptacles. I mean, the last time I had to use one of these things is when I lived in my parents' old house, and that house was built back in the 1940s, so it made sense it did not have grounded receptacles. But every house I've lived in since then has always had a grounded receptacle. So I really don't know when you would need these guys. If you live in really ancient homes, I guess that'll come in handy. So there you go. Now how about if you want a magnetic parts holder? The Pittsburgh 4-inch magnetic parts holder for $2. Normally $3, so you save yourself $1 on that guy. And if you want yourself some polyurethane coated work gloves, here you go. You can get these guys from Hardy for $2. They're high visibility, so they're yellow. Normally $2.50, so you save yourself only 50 cents. Now, if you're smart, if you go to the Dollar Tree, you can normally get these guys for like $1, $1.25. That's normally what I do. At my Dollar Tree, they have these for like $1.25. So that's where I go, and I get like 4, 5, 6 of them, and it's a lot cheaper than $2. You save 75 cents more by going to the Dollar Tree. And if you want some 12-inch silicone ties, you can get this 2-pack for $2. Normally $3, so you save $1. Now these guys, I don't know. I don't think I've seen them anywhere before, so I really don't know if you can get them cheaper at the Dollar Tree. Maybe. I haven't looked for them. But if you don't, then you can let us know. But, you may want to check that out. Maybe find it cheaper at the Dollar Tree. Now, how about some blue shop towels, the disposable kind? You can get these in the big toolbox, the blue shop towels. You can get a roll for $3, normally $3.50, so you save yourself 50 cents. And how about an L-shaped hang-all 2-pack? You can get these guys for $3, normally $5, so you save yourself a couple of bucks right there. Or from Centec, the 12-volt alternator battery tester. You can get this guy for $4, normally $7, so you save about $3 there. Now, this guy doesn't seem to have a digital display. It just has like little idiot lights that tell you if things are good or bad. How good this guy is, I really can't comment on that. I have a digital battery tester, which costs more than this, so I presume it's much more accurate. It does actual testing of the battery, the charging system, stuff like that. For $4, I don't know, it might be okay, but I guess it's something you might throw in a drawer if it doesn't really work out. So think about that. You might spend a little more and get a little bit better quality one. And how about if you need some connectors for your air tools? Here you go with the Merlin 1/4 inch brass industrial coupler. You can get it female or male, and this comes in $4 right now, normally $4.69, so you save yourself 69 cents. And how about if you need a 0.5 gallon multi-purpose garden sprayer? You can get this guy for $4, normally $5, so that's $1 you save right there. Now, I got this about 6, 7, 8 months ago, something like that, and I'll tell you, it's okay, but I really can't recommend it. The seals in it are just no good. They tend to bunch up and start losing pressure. It'll start squirting from all sorts of different openings. It's just not good, okay? It'll last you for a little while, and then it'll just go bad very, very quickly. So I really can't recommend this guy. I would say I got it for the same reason. I thought it was cheap, so I got it to save money. But you're probably better off spending a little more, going to Home Depot or Lowe's and, maybe Ace and getting it for like $10, $12. And I had one of those for years, and it lasted me without any problem until the plastic bottom broke on it. But oddly enough, these guys are pretty much all the same dimensions. So what I've done is I've taken the bottom of this one and I used the top one from my old Scott sprayer and I put them together, so I made them work. So there you go. If you have a Scott sprayer and the bottom goes bad, you can always get this top for $4 and replace it and keep on going. So there's a solution for you. And how about this guy here? What if you need a 14-in-1 painter's tool? You can get this guy for $4, normally $5, save yourself $1. Or if you need an all-purpose weather-resistant tarp, you can get this 8x11 footer of 4mm tarp. You can get it for $5, normally $7, so save a couple of bucks there. And if you need a solid rubber wheel chuck, you can get this guy for $5, normally $7.50, so that's about $1.50 you save right there. Or you could just cut up a few 2x4s and make your own for free, because I've done that out of scrap lumber. So there you go. And how about if you need a trim and molding tool set, you can get this 5-piece set for $5, normally $9, so that's a few bucks you save there. Or this multi-use transfer pump, you can get this guy for $5, normally $8, so that's about $3 you save there. This guy used to be like $3 all the time, now it's up to $5, so there you go. Or if you want this 3/8" drive hex socket set, a 6-piece set in SAE or metric, you can get this guy for $5, normally $9, so that's a few bucks you save there. Or some premium welding gloves from Chicago Electric. You can get these guys for $6 right now, normally $7, save yourself $1. Or some canvas drop cloths of 4-foot by 12-foot. You can get it for $7 if you plan on doing some painting, some really dusty work, something like that, scraping, all that. You can get it for $7, normally $9.50, so that's a couple of bucks you save right there. Or these impact rated hex shank socket driver set, a 3-piece set for $7, normally $9, so you save a couple of bucks. But to be honest, I don't think you really need to spend $7 on these guys. The parking lot sale is coming up in just a couple of weeks, and if you don't know about the parking lot sale, haven't seen any videos, don't know anything about it, go check out the video that I made. I have it on my channel page. You can go check that out. I go over everything that's going to be in the parking lot sale, and they have these guys from Warrior for only $1.98, something like that, $1.70, under $2. Let's put it that way, under $2. They are exactly the same, and those guys are cheap, but they do a good job. I've had a set of those for years. I've used them for all sorts of torture testing, all sorts of projects, have never let me down, never twisted, never given me any trouble, and they're super cheap. So I would recommend, instead of getting these guys, go get the Warrior ones. They're cheaper, and they work just as well. So go check those out during the parking lot sale. So go watch that video first. How about if you need a retractable utility knife? Here you go from Doyle, the professional retractable utility knife. You can get this guy for $7, normally $9. Save a couple of dollars right there. Or from Vanguard, the 25-foot 16 3-gauge indoor-outdoor extension cord. You can get it for $8, normally $10. Save a couple of bucks right there. Alright then, so let's move on to the Happy New Year's everyday kind of super coupons that we have going on right now. And we have a whole bunch of these guys. But before we get too far into the video, do me a great big favor and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. That way you stay in touch all the time and you know about all the different coupon videos that I put out telling you about savings going on at Harbor Freight, Home Depot, Amazon, Lowe's, or any other place that I can save money for you guys. Alright, let's keep on going. So how about if you need some power on the go? Here you go with some Predator generators. The 13,000 watt tri-fuel portable generator. I think this one may be at the parking lot sale too, I'm not sure. $1,100 for this guy right now, normally $1,300. So you save yourself $200. And by the way, I didn't mention previously, the Dollar Days coupons are good until the 14th of January, and these guys are good until the 19th of January. So you can get them before, during, after, whatever you want, before, after the parking lot sale. Doesn't really matter because that's not until the 12th, if I remember correctly. So, how about this little portable generator, a 2,000 watt super quiet inverter generator? You can get this guy for $500, normally $600. Save yourself $100. Or if you want a gas-powered earth auger, you can get this guy from Predator for $190, normally $230. So you save yourself $40 right there. You know, this guy's not too bad, but I did a video about 5-6 months ago, something like that, where I got one of these guys and I got it from Vevor. It's the exact same item, the exact same motor, CCs, power, all that stuff, the same thing. But the beauty of the one from Vevor is that it costs less and it brings you 2 augers, so you can do more with less. And I thought that one worked out. I did an entire backyard project during the summer, cut my time in 1/3 of what a normal digging the hole by hand would have been. I cut through it in no time at all. What took me the most was doing repairs to the fence, but doing the holes themselves was super quick and easy. So go check out that video. Maybe I'll put a link in the corner here if I don't forget. That way you can go check out that video if you want an earth auger and you don't care if it's from Harbor Freight or any place else. You just want it cheaper. Otherwise, you can get this one if you want a Harbor Freight Predator. And how about if you want a Daytona jack? Well, here you go with the Daytona 3-ton long-reach, low-profile professional floor jack with rapid pump. You can get this guy for $190, normally $270, so you save yourself $80. And it comes in 4 colors, black, green, blue, or orange. And how about some jacks to go with that? Here you go with the Daytona 6-ton heavy-duty ratcheting jack stands. You can get these guys for $60, normally $80. So that's about $20 you save right there. And these guys come in 6 colors, green, orange, yellow, blue, black, or gray. And let's see, what else do we have? How about this roll cab from US General? 27 by 22 roll cab for $370, normally $400. Save yourself $30. And this guy comes in 9 colors, black, blue, green, orange, yellow, red, white, purple, or gray. And a lot of people seem to love these purple ones by what I see online. So there you go. If you've been waiting, now you can get it. Or here's a different Daytona jack for you. The 4-ton professional floor jack with rapid pump. $250 right now. Normally $270. Save yourself $20. Not a massive savings on that one. Only comes in 4 colors, blue, orange, black, or green. And these guys here, which is quite, this is really funny. When I saw this, I was wondering, what are they doing? But then I thought to myself, maybe I know kind of what they're doing. Here you have 2 compressors from McGraw. They're both the same, just a little different design. The 3-gallon 110 PSI oil-free light-duty hot dog air compressor or pancake air compressor. Now these guys are normally $70 each. They're both the same price. They're always the same price. And they normally drop them down to the same price. You can get the hot dog for $50 right now. But if you like pancakes, you're going to have to pay $5 more. Because you're going to pay $55 for this guy. Now, why would they do that? They normally put them at the same price. Well, I thought to myself, maybe it's a marketing ploy. Maybe they want to see which one sells more than the other one. So they're using you guys as a guinea pig to find out which one is a better seller. So there you go. I think this is kind of like dumb, because most people, I think, are probably going to save money and take the $50 hot dog compressor. But if you really like pancakes, I guess you'll pay the extra $5. But me personally, I just care about saving money and functionality. So I would definitely go with the hot dog one. If you're smart and you want to save money, that's what you should probably do as well. But there you go, you got a choice. Whether you want to pay an extra $5 or not, totally up to you. But how about if you want a little cheaper jack from Daytona? Here you go, a 3-ton professional. This is not a long reach, it's just a regular one. $160 right now, normally $180. Save yourself $20 on that guy as well. Comes in orange, black, green, or blue. And how about some more tool chests? Here you go with the top chest from US General. 42 by 22 top chest, $400 right now. Normally $450, so you save yourself $50. Also comes in 9 colors. And how about another compressor right here from McGraw? The 29-gallon 165 PSI oil lube belt-driven shop auto air compressor. That's a big boy right there. This guy will run you $500 right now, normally $570, so you save yourself $70. Or if you want to do some cement mixing and you want a cheap little mixer, here you go. This is probably the cheapest one on the market from Central Machinery, the 3.5 cubic foot cement mixer for $250, normally $270, so you save yourself $20. Because if you go to Home Depot, Lowe's, any of those places, most of the ones they have now are over $300. So this is probably the cheapest one you're going to get anywhere. And how about if you need a winch? Here you go with the Badlands UTV Power Sport winch with automatic load holding brake. $160 right now, normally $180, so you save yourself $20. And let's see, how about some magnetic socket rails? You can get these guys from US General. They come in 1/4, 3/8, or 1/2 and have a lifetime warranty. You can get it for $18, normally $22. Save a couple of bucks right there. Or how about a clear water pump? The Predator 1-inch 79cc gasoline engine clear water pump, 35 gallons per minute, $220 right now. Normally $230, save yourself $10. And how about if you want a 10-inch dual bevel sliding compound miter saw from Bauer? You can get this guy for $210 right now, normally $250, so that's $40 you save. And let's see, what else do we have? And how about this guy? If you need a small chainsaw, the Bauer 20-volt cordless 10-inch chainsaw, tool only. So you have to be in the Bauer family. If not, you're going to have to buy the charger and battery separately because that's just a tool by itself. The battery's not included. But you can get it for $70 right now, normally $85. So that's what, about $15 you save there? There you go. Or if you need a swivel vise with anvil, you can get this guy, and it has pipe jaws. A 6-incher from Doyle, $180 right now, normally $200. Save yourself $20. These guys are not cheap, are they? And if you want to spend more on a compressor, how about this guy? Here you go from Fortress, the 6-gallon 150 PSI ultra quiet oil-free pancake job site air compressor for $200. Normally $230, so you save yourself $30. This guy is bigger and hopefully quieter, supposed to be quieter than the McGraws, maybe better quality, but it is going to be a little heavier because it is a 6-gallon and it is a lot heavier on your wallet as well. But it's totally up to you what you need for your job site. And how about a different one? Here is a hot dog version of it, a 1-gallon. So this guy's even smaller. A 1-gallon 135 PSI ultra quiet oil-free hand carry job site air compressor from Fortress for $130, normally $160. So you save yourself $30 on that guy. Or how about a welding helmet? Here you go from Vulcan. The 10.1 square inch arc safe auto darkening welding helmet with the American flag design. America! There you go. $140 right now. Normally $150. Save yourself $10. Or how about this set right here from Pittsburgh? The 1-inch drive SAE jumbo socket set. 21 pieces for $190. Normally $220. So you save yourself $30. I tell you, man, when you get up to these big guys right here, I have a 3/4 inch, and it's big, it's massive, it's heavy. I can imagine the 1-inch has to be even bigger, and it's simply amazing. I showed that in the video. Basically, when you go from a 1/2 inch to a 3/4 inch, the dimensions jump so massively. The ratchet itself is twice to 3 times bigger than the 1/2 inch ratchet. It's amazing what a size jump that really is between the two. So I can imagine the 1 inch, it's got to be humongous. But if you got some really large equipment to work on, of course, it comes in really handy and it's something you're going to need. And how about if you need some air tool accessory kit? Here you go from Central Pneumatic, the 17-piece accessory kit for $9, normally $11, save a couple of bucks there. Or this guy right here, which I do not recommend, the Rotary Tool Accessory Kit, 276-piece set from Warrior, $15 right now, normally $19, so you save a couple of bucks, but I bought this a few years ago and I found it to be total junk when I used it to do any kind of project. I had older sets that cost me less, that were smaller, that were cheaper and better than this thing, so definitely do not buy that. And how about if you need a side tray? Here you go for the 5-drawer mechanics cart and the 6-drawer full bank cart. You can get this side tray for $20 right now, normally $25. So that's about $5-6 you save right there, and it comes in 9 colors also. And how about this guy right here? You plan on doing some cleaning up of your vehicles and so forth? I don't know about you guys back east, you probably have a lot of snow. Us guys on the west coast, we're getting drenched in rain. It's kind of like Washington where it's raining all the time. Well, it's raining for us as well. And as always, there's always people complaining it's too much rain. When there's no rain, they complain there's no rain. When there's rain, they complain it's too much. People just can't be happy, can they? For me, it's great. It saves on my water bill. I don't have to water the grass. Nature does it for me, so I'm happy. It doesn't bother me at all. But here you go. If you plan on cleaning up your vehicles during the summer or spring, the 32-ounce Mirror Glaze Ultra Pro Speed compound from Meguiar's, you can get this guy for $34, normally $40. Save yourself a few bucks there. This guy is not cheap, but it does give you good results because I have used this guy. It does work very, very well. It does give you great results, and you know it'll last you a long time. At least it does for me. I'm not a pro. I just use it on my vehicles, and it'll last you for many years, so it's definitely worth the money. And how about if you need a belt sander? Here you go from Bauer, the 10 amp 4x24-inch variable speed belt sander for $70, normally $80. Save yourself about $10 right there. And how about if you need a blower? Here you go from Atlas, the 80-volt brushless, cordless, 150 mile per hour, 605 CFM blower, tool only. So again, you have to be in the Atlas family or you're going to be paying a lot more money for the batteries and charger, which are very expensive because it is an 80 volt. Once you get up to 40 or 80 volts, they start getting pretty darn expensive. So the tool is cheap at only $60, normally $75, so that's like $15 you save. But the battery and charger, wow, you're going to spend $160, $200 for that unless you're already in the Atlas family. So there you go, keep that in mind. And here you go from Quinn if you need an extendable breaker bar. That's a novel idea right there. Can come in very handy. I have an extendable ratchet and that comes in very handy when you need to do a lot of force and you just open that guy up and you get a lot more leverage. From Quinn, the 1/2-inch drive extendable breaker bar for $22, normally $28. Save yourself about $5-6 there. And let's see, what else do we have? How about these guys? Some jumper cables. You never know now with the winter weather and stuff like that. Batteries are dying left and right. I know I got to replace one of mine as well. And batteries have gotten super expensive lately with all these chemical things. But anyway, here you go with the Pittsburgh 12-foot 8-gauge jumper cables for $12, normally $14. Save a couple of bucks there. Or here you go if you want a nice little bag to carry around all your tools in, the Bauer 18-inch roller tool bag for $70, normally $90. So that's about $20 you save right there, and that's a darn good price. Most of the time it only goes down to around $80 from $90, so you normally save about $10. $70 is really good, and this is pretty much a clone of a Husky bag, which I have the Husky bag, that you can get at Home Depot. And most of the time it's like $100, $110 at Home Depot. So you get the same bag a lot cheaper. I'd say this is a good buy. Like I said, I have the Husky one, and that is one durable bag. So I can definitely say it is worth spending the money on if you got to take a lot of tools around with you to different job sites. And let's see, what else do we have? How about a benchtop abrasive blast cabinet from Central Machinery? A 30-pound capacity blast cabinet for $180, normally $200. Save yourself $20 right there. Or how about these guys? The T-Shank General Purpose Jigsaw Blade Set, 15 pieces for $5. Normally 8, save a few bucks there. Now, are these guys any good or not? I don't know. I haven't tried them. But you know what? I have one of these new style jigsaws coming in, so I'm going to have to get some of these. I may just try these blades out and see how they perform. I'm going to be making a new video on that coming up real soon, so keep an eye out for that. I just got a cordless jigsaw, which I've never had before. So I just got a cordless jigsaw, which is the new style because the old jigsaws that I have are plug-ins, and they're the old style U-shank, which Harbor Freight does sell also if you need any of those. But there you go. I may get some of those and show you guys if they work or not. And how about if you need some wood chisel set? Here you go with PVC handles, a 3-piece set for only $4.89. Normally $7. Save yourself a couple of bucks on that. And how about this right here? A pocket blowgun with industrial coupler. You can use this if you need to blow things off all over your job site. From Merlin, $1.69. Normally $3, so you save yourself a couple of bucks right there. And here you go if you need a multitask ladder from Franklin. The 17-foot reach Type 1A 300-pound capacity multitask ladder. It has a 17-foot reach. It is not a 17-foot ladder. Probably a 12-foot ladder, something like that. You can read through it and see a little bit better. But 17-foot reach means you can get up as high as you can and reach up to 17-footer. So it's probably a 12-footer. So there you go. You can get this guy for $150. Normally $160. Save yourself about $10 on that guy. And if you need some batteries for your Hercules tools, the 20-volt 5-amp-hour extended performance lithium-ion battery for $50. Normally $75. Save yourself $15 on that guy. Or if you need a welding cart from Chicago Electric, you can get this guy for $66 right now. Normally $75. That's about $10 you save on that guy. Or if you need an air hose, here you go from Merlin, the 1/4 inch 100-foot polyurethane air hose with 1/4 inch MPT fittings for $32. Normally $40. Save a few bucks on that guy. And here we are, guys, at the end of the video. That's all the coupons that we have going on right now at Harbor Freight for the new year. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye for now.